I made it. Welcome back to the number one podcast in the world. This is Joey Offline. I hope you're all doing well. Today is move out day from college, May 9th, the day that had written on my calendar for months and been thinking about for a very long time has finally arrived. And I don't know how I feel about it. I actually wasn't planning on recording a video for this, but then I kind of realized I recorded it's been a journey. I talked about coming into college and being scared, and I recorded some music here while I was a little bit sad. And then I talked about not really liking it and being afraid of moving on or dropping out. And that whole time I kind of was looking to this day of May 9th being like, this is the end of the road, at least of this chapter. And here we are. I wasn't planning on recording this until about 10 minutes ago when I decided to pull the recording stuff out of my bag because I have about 30 minutes left and nothing to do until my dad gets here to take all of my crap and leave this room, at least. There's such a loud truck outside right now. Leave this room, at least, possibly this campus for ever, which is kind of insane to me. The room also, I kind of realized, now that I'm recording especially, that a familiar echo has returned, which I kind of forgot existed from the day that I moved in. When I first got here, I remember being really scared, and because the room felt so cold and empty. Because when you walk into a room for the first time and it's not filled with stuff, it has an echo, no matter how small the room is. This room isn't really very big, but it's big enough, and it has that kind of echo, and it scared me because it felt like, wow, this hollow box is where I'm gonna have to live for 8.5 months. But then over time I filled it with stuff and made it my own little hole in the ground, and I really love it. And now I've ripped everything off the walls, packed everything up from the ground and the desks, and the echo is back. The cycle continues. Some other lowly freshman will walk into this room next year with possibly the same exact feelings that I had. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it, really. Typically when I make one of these videos, I do think a little bit about what I'm going to say beforehand, but this one is very spur of the moment because it was maybe I should say something. This is the funeral of my freshman year, because I took my last final last night, and technically I am now a sophomore in college, which is really scary, but I don't want to think about that right now. I say this is sort of the funeral service for my freshman year. I guess I want to talk about a little bit something that kind of surprised me, which is that I am upset that I'm leaving. I could be coming back next year. I still don't really know what's happening. But even if it's just for the summer, I'm kind of sad that I'm leaving. I've kind of realized how much of a bond that I form with my roommates. And I'm going to be upset that I'm not living with them anymore and that I won't be seeing them every day. If I do come back next year, I'll be living with one of my roommates. Another one will be 2 floors below us. And the third one, God knows where they'll be. So it's kind of sad. If I come back, I probably won't talk to at least one of my roommates, possibly ever again. One of them I probably won't talk too much. And the third one I still will, which will be nice, but they'll be with 2 strangers. I don't know, it makes me kind of sad, because then if I don't come back, then this might be the last day that I talk to some of these guys. I know I'm only talking about my roommates and not the whole college experience, but that's really what I kind of had. That's what I've taken away from this year, is the 2 things that have stayed very constant in my life this year that I've enjoyed. The 2 good things that have stayed constant are my roommates and videos that I've made. And that's been kind of it. And I can make videos wherever. I already am going to be filming as soon as I get home, pretty much. So, yeah, this is less of a funeral to my senior year and more of a how I feel about leaving my roommates. I had breakfast with two of them today, and we talked about like favorite memories and things that have kind of happened this year. And I realized that despite all of the crap, all of the bad stuff that kind of went down, that I did like it here. Not as a school, God no. I did not like being a student here, but I liked living here and I liked spending time with them. A lot more than I thought I would. I was very scared coming in that I wasn't gonna like my roommates, but I really love these guys. They're very cool. To anybody, because I know that a lot of people that watch these videos are like seniors in high school right now, juniors in high school, and are getting ready for that next step. If you go to college and you move into college, like if you live there, um, it's gonna be scary. Like it is scary. It scared me to death. I remember. I think yeah, I cried. There was a point when like my parents were about to leave and my head got so numb and loud, like it was pounding so hard. And I was like, if I don't start crying right now, I think my head's gonna explode. So yeah, it's very scary moving in, but what you might realize by the end of the year is that you did have some good times. Now there are people who will have bad roommates and bad times, of course, but I don't know, take advantage of the good that you find, even in a really crappy situation, where things aren't great. There is typically at least one or two good things that you can find. And you hold on to them as tight as you can for as long as they'll let you. And at least for me, that seems like enough to get by. So yeah, goodbye senior year, goodbye freshman year. Yeah, I'm gonna go make a video making fun of my dad now after I get home. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Go do your homework or something. I don't know. I'm not your dad.